Welcome to Deceasedcraft. This is episode 31 of our Let's Play series for Minecraft Java, and this is beta version 5.10.15. So, I was supposed to be recording this, and we were about halfway through the recording, and I was like, I'm going to go check the time, and then I went and looked, and for some reason OBS wasn't recording, and I have no idea why. I did update OBS, so I don't know, it's being weird. So anyway, we're about halfway into what was supposed to be the recording, so I have to catch you guys up a little bit on what we were doing. First off, we already had the horde. Don't worry, you didn't miss a thing. There were no new mobs. We had the same big suckers and the patient zeros and the army guys, and it was just the same as it was in the last horde. So you didn't miss anything. Everything went great. The new HV worked really good. I'm sorry, I have no idea why it did that. It just kind of sucks. OBS, I love it and I hate it both at the same time. As you can see behind me, our battery charging, I upgraded to HV wire, which is exposed, so I put up the trap doors. It charges the battery a lot faster. So, we talked about a whole bunch of stuff. We talked about armor and stuff, and we created the netherite armor. And I'm really sorry that you guys missed it. It just sucks. There's nothing I can do about it though. So, but anyway, during the horde, we got 2 more of these advanced armor components. So that enabled us to have enough to make the netherite. We also got some netherite scraps and some more resistant fiber sheets, which we cut up to make the fiber. So we were able to make the whole netherite suit. It's upstairs in my room because we can't do anything with it, but yeah. I'm sorry, that really sucks that it did that. But as you can see, we got the achievement for it. Also, we did talk to the exhausted technician upstairs, the guy we rescued in the previous episode, and he basically is exhausted, hasn't slept for a gazillion years. The zombies are apparently very loud and really wants us to smack bomber zombies, so we have to go smack 5 of them. The ones that explode and make that god-awful noise. So we have to kill 5 of those. I'm sorry you guys missed it. Let's see, what else? Oh, right. So we had this big long conversation about what we needed to do. So basically the breakdown is we're going to make biodiesel. We're going to make biodiesel, and then we're going to make a diesel generator to burn diesel for power. I think it's going to meet our power needs because we're going to be doing a lot of automation. We're going to be making a we're going to be making a level underneath this that's going to be like the automation level. It's going to, not under this one, but under the immersive engineering one. So it's going to have all the stuff for what we're fixing to do. It's going to have the diesel generator, and we're going to have the setup to make the biodiesel. So let me walk you through how to make biodiesel. So we have to have plant oil, and we have to have ethanol. Plant oil is made in squeezer with seeds. So we're going to have to pick a plant that not only has seeds, but also a product that we can turn into ethanol. So we'll get to that. I'm thinking probably it's going to be tomatoes. So let's go back to this. So to make the biodiesel, we need the plant oil, and then we need the ethanol. So the ethanol is made in the industrial fermenter. And see, different ones give different amounts. So we're going to do tomatoes. That will give us the seeds and the tomatoes, I think. I don't know. We'll check it out. We definitely need something that gives both, right? We need seeds and plants, both. But I could also reroute some of our seeds from like wheat or something like that to make the seed stuff. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, so you make the ethanol, right? And then the ethanol goes into well, we can make it with this. Or we can use a refinery. So the refinery is the seed oil, or sorry, plant oil with ethanol, but we also have to have nitrate dust, right? So the nitrate dust is a whole other thing. But we're going to get the nitrate dust and the silicone from the automation. So that's really good. We need both of them. So to get this, we have to grind up sandstone, which means we have to make sandstone. It's all got to be automated, right? So basically what we're going to have to, just like the iron farm, we're going to have a drill that's making cobblestone, which gets crushed up into gravel. And then the gravel is going to get crushed up into sand. And then we're going to have to take the sand and pack it into sandstone. And then the sandstone is going to be put through a crusher, and it will give us more sand, but it also gives us nitrate dust and silicon. So the sand that it gives us can go back into the system and get compacted again. And so, I mean, it's going to be a loss of 2 sand per, but yeah, I think it'll be fine. So we're going to have basically a non-stop, never-ending supply of nitrate dust and silicon dust. So we need the nitrate dust for 2 different things. So the nitrate dust makes gunpowder, but it also makes our biodiesel. So the biodiesel, I think that's the only way you can make the biodiesel. The ethanol can be made well, it's not showing it, but I think it said it can also be made in Create. We'll get to that in a little while. So that is the thing that we're going to probably be doing in the next couple of episodes. We've got to automate all of that. And then after I went through that, I explained that to get the HV components that we need, because we're like out of HV batteries, and we're out of, well, I need more blaze burners. So we're going to have to do some looting of high value targets. So I was thinking we could make a helicopter. So to make a helicopter, you first have to make a plain workbench, which we already did. This is the recipe. It takes 2 obsidian, 1 block of gold, a crafting table, 2 redstone, iron ingot, and an iron pickaxe and iron axe. So we made that. And we made the wrench. We did not make the quick fix kit yet. And then we were looking at engines. So this engine right here can only be crafted in a sequence. Okay? So not only are we going to have to make precision mechanisms, but we're going to have to make this sequence, which I don't think it's going to be much of a problem, except for this. Redstone acid. So to make the redstone acid, we got to set up a mixer to do it. You can also do it in the actual mixer, but I decided to use this. So basically over here, we have it starting to set it. We were starting to set it up. So you got your basin with your blaze burner. Okay. So this pipe goes down to water. See? And this is just to power the mechanical pump. Okay? This is a tank we built for redstone acid. We've already put some redstone acid in it. We made the first batch. But the problem that we were having was it's also making, it's not just making redstone acid, but it was also making mundane potions. And we don't want it to do that. So we have to put a filter on this so it stops doing that. So we were trying to noodle out how to do the filtering on the basin for it. Because we want the basin to only produce redstone acid. So the problem is with this setup is that if we put the bucket of redstone acid on here, it doesn't seem to work. And I'm not sure why. Because that's basically telling it, I only want you to make this particular thing, right? And I don't know what's going on with that. Why it's doing that. See? It absolutely refuses to make it. Because it's a bucket, right? I don't know what to do with it. It's just being so annoying. I mean, there's nothing we can do about this. It looks like it's a bust and we're going to have to use downstairs instead. All right. So we're going to have to build. This is helicopter parts that we already put together. Like we got the mats for. So don't worry about that right now. Don't worry about that right now. We're not doing that. So we need to make a mixer. So let's go get a mixer. Heavy mixer. Okay, this is what we need. 4 light engineering blocks. Four iron sheet metal. One redstone engineering block. Five steel scaffolding. One steel fence. Three fluid pipes. Immersive engineering ones. Okay. All right. Okay, here we go. That's what we need. All right, so we're going to need the light engineering block with the pipes. And it is a 3x3. So let me put my gun up. So we 3x3. So 1, 2, 3, because we want a space, right? So light engineering block with our lovely pipes. And then we're going to need the scaffolding all the way around like that. So the next level, 2 light engineering blocks, our sheet metal, and our redstone. Yeah. So there. There. And then the redstone block goes right there. Sorry, my dude, you gotta move. You are in the way. And then that with a fence. All right. That. Our fence. Hoorah, we are done. Okay, super. So let's go ahead and put this somewhere. I'll put it like right here, I guess. All right. So, mixer. Okay. Fluids are input into the mixer through the port at the bottom of its power supply. So this is fluid input. So that's fluid input. So, wrong pipes. Hey, it connects. Excellent. Oh, I don't think we want to do that. I want it like that. Oh, no, actually, we do want it like that. Go up like that. And then, of course, it would be helpful if we used the right freaking pipes. There. There, like that. All right. Give me this. And that. And put that there. And put that there. Super. Now it doesn't look like ass. So that's good. And it is already sucking, so this should... Well, it doesn't have power yet, so... That's the input. Alright, so power-wise... This is the power. Grab that. that, that. That. And that. That's where the batteries are, so yeah, it's fine. We'll figure it out. Okay, now we got power. That has power. Oh. Okay. Shoot. I messed up. Gotta have it output. Output. My bad. Here, hold that for me for a second. And then this to suck. So we'll just go ahead and put the, yeah. Yeah. And then turn it on. That's what it is. We should have water now. Okay. All right, there. All good. Redstone. I always forget that it needs redstone. I'm such a mechanism baby. Jeez. All right, there. Cool. And we have a barrel full of water in case we need it for anything. All right. So now that we have that, I need a hopper. So the inputs for items are on the sides. So we can put this hopper right there, and we can do this. And it's going to start making redstone acid. So that's quite nice. It's a good conversion, it looks like. So we are right by the tank. It's above us. So this is the output. I think I'm just going to use the regular fluid pipes. That's really nice. We got a full tank. So it's not too awfully far away. I don't know. Maybe we'll use this other, because I have a lot of these pipes, so I might need to make more of these. These are really easy to make, whereas these are not. So I think we're just going to use these fluid pipes. And we're going to need those. Okay. So we got to get from there to there. So let's go ahead and open up a So it's going to come right by the batteries. So we're going to put our pipe right here so I can see where we're going once we're in the walls or ceilings or floor, however you want a perspective you want to look at it as. So we can come down right here and we can bring it from here. Yeah, we should have marked it, shouldn't we? Well, actually, I think the batteries are like right below, right? They're right below the power gen. So, actually, hold up. Let me go. I just gotta mark it. I'm so unsure of myself. I'm sorry. I don't want to dig up a whole bunch of stuff and then have to replace it. So, we want it to be right here. So, come over here and say red output. Okay, so we're wanting to go to red output. So let's dig back down to here. So red output is that way. So we're gonna potentially dig to it first. Okay, we don't want to mess with that. So let's actually it's not gonna connect. It's gonna be one down, so it's okay. We're on top of it. So what's the Y on this? 40? Okay, it's below us. There we go. Okay, that's the power. Okay, we're not where we want to be. Okay, there's the battery, and there's where we want to be. Okay, okay. All right. So we don't need, we can replace that. I'm gonna put this in here, put that in there. So give that back. So we don't need that, or this, or this. Yeah, okay. All right. So we want to go underneath. So I'm going to go ahead and fill this in right here. Like that. And probably right there. So we're going to have it do this. Now it should automatically transfer for us. So, because it's hooked to an output. So it should be okay. In theory. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Shoot. One more. Ah! Okay. My poor feetsies. So there, and it connected, right? We're connected. I think we're connected. I thinks we are. I think it might be working. Okay, so we got that all hooked up. So now we need to work on the second leg of automation. So let's go ahead and get rid of some of this stuff. I don't need these fluid pipes anymore. All right, so this is our ender pearl creation. We're gonna need to make a precision mechanism. It's pretty tight, so it shouldn't take that much. Just requires 3 deployers, so. And we're going to need some cogs. And we're going to need some belts. I wonder if it would work with conveyor belts. Probably not. Conveyor belts would make it so much easier because they automatically go in the direction that I want them to go. I mean, we could try it. You never know, right? What if it did work? So I need more of these. Doesn't hurt to try. We'll have to take our backpack off when we're crafting them, though. And we're going to need funnel. And we're going to need hoppers. So I'll have to make some more hoppers real quick. And I need a filter. Oh, I didn't mean to click that. There. All right, we got the filter going. So, quick and dirty. Daisy chain off of this. that. Do it from there. And then we'll put the filter that we configured already on there. I don't know if this is going to work. Will it daisy chain to it? I gotta take this off. Oh, it does work. Okay. Super. Okay. What's the point of doing this? Well, I'll show you. We won't have to have all those gearboxes, number one, because look at all the stuff we had to do to get this rotating the right way, or going the right way. We won't have to do that. We only have to get this one belt right here going the direction that we want. And that is awesome. I don't know if it'll let me do this. I'm going to give it a shot though. Will you let me do this? No. Okay. So that'd be a absolutely not. Thank you. Well, so those are working. Now we just got to get this going. And of course we're going the wrong way. Of course we are. There. Huzzah! Simplification for the win. Alright. We'll get our hoppers. And the mechanism is made little cogs, big cogs, nuggies. Little cogs, big cogs, nuggies. So we got little cogs. We'll make some more of those. And we need big cogs. Okay. And we need some nuggets. Okay. Little cog, big cog, nuggets. Nuggets. Little cogs, big cogs. And it's gold, right? Gold plate, gold sheets. I don't know if we can use the gold plates. Yeah, we can. Alright, so let's go ahead and get some gold plates out and see if it works. Cross your fingers and your toes and anything else that would possibly help. So you can use the immersive engineering conveyor belts to lighten how many gizmos you have to make, and it allows you to tighten it up a little bit so it's not so big. We might trade out some of this stuff for compact reasons, you know? Oh, we failed something. We ran out of little cogs and big cogs. So we need little cogs and big cogs. Cog. So let's make some more of those. Okay. So how many do we have? We have 6. So to create the engine, we're going to need 4 precision mechanisms. So we have 8. I think that's good enough for now. So the next leg of our adventure is we have to build this. So we're going to need 3 deployers, 1 press, and a saw. And a spout. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to be 6 long. So we're going to need belts. 2 belts. And we're going to need our shafts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is not long enough. We can't do it right here. We could go longwise right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the saw. Oh, right. The saw's got its own issues, right? Yeah, the saw's got its own issues. So how many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the saw is 6, right? Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this right here is a slight issue. It has to go into the press. So basin. and a press. Like that. It won't automatically feed into it, will it? I mean, it might. It might. I think it'll just go right into the basin, honestly. And then from there, it's going to go in a direction I don't like, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. So we need a saw. Okay, so it is going to spit it out. Let's see what direction the saw wants to play. Do I have the cogs on me still? No. Give me some cogs, please. Okay. So it looks like it's spitting them out behind. And that's not what we want. So we're going to have to do some fiddlings, I think. So how can I play off of this without causing a problem? Awesome. Yay, we're going in the right direction. It's making stairs because I'm cutting. And that one made slabs. So we got that going. So this is going to have to go onto a conveyor. So let's see if it'll work with these. Oh, take the damn... Oh, I have it off. Why is it doing that then? Close that. Put that in there. Did it spit it out? No. So, if I take this, and put it going that way, there we go. Now let's see if it works. Yeah, there we go. That's what we want. And a nice little tight turn. And we're going to go all the way down. Oh, you know what? Let's turn it right here. There, like that. All right. Okay. Okay. 3 deplorers, 1 spout. So we need 1 spout. They don't have any spouts. One spout. He's gonna go right here. And then this guy's got to go elsewhere. So we're going to need 2 deployers, right? Or was it 3 deployers? I think it was 3. Yeah, 3 deployers. So let's go get some deployers. Like that. And we should be able to hook these all on the line. And of course, we're going to need 4 hoppers. 3 hoppers. Sorry, 3 hoppers. Stop trying to burn my chest. All right. And we're going to need to get this going in the proper direction, which hopefully won't be much of a muss or fuss. Right. Oh. Okay, so it's going to be a little bit harder than I anticipated, but nothing we can't handle. Oh, and they're all facing the wrong way, too. There. No. There. So. Point A to point B. Well, we could do it like that. Or we could use these cogwheels. Kind of like the cogwheel idea better. And then we have to get this moving. Yeah. Very nice. We have the problem of how we're gonna get it off the belt though. So there's no way to filter conveyor belts, it looks like. So we cannot do that. We could do this right here. Nothing ever works right. Give me this back. Okay. Alright, there it goes. So this should work. So we can use this as the filter. So I need a funnel. And I don't have any brass funnels. So Craft me a brass funnel, please. There. One brass funnel. Oh, right. We need the, we need a barrel. And sneak click. Put that back in there. Stop that. I need a filter. Okay. I need a filter. And filter, we're going to take it and say engine. All right. So now we need to hook this up to this. Which I have a couple of ideas. I'm not sure if I want to make it a dedicated thing. So, I think what we're going to do is I need a barrel. These all have water. That one has creosote. So give me a barrel. And we can put this stuff back. And I need pipe. Oh, that's an item. I need fluid pipes. And we're just going to make a quick, dirty transfer right here. All right, we're going to fill it up. And then we're going to put it on top, just like that. Now we have to load all the components. So we're going to need electronic components. We have to have at least 4. Four precision mechanisms, which we just made. Somewhere. Here they are. So, 4 components, 4 mechanisms, 4 electrum wire, and then it gets smashed, and then it goes onto the cutter, and it's 1 block of aluminum. Oh my lord, are you serious? Jeez. All right, well, let's see if it works. It didn't get smashed, did it? Oh, okay. It just didn't drop it out. Why didn't it drop it out? Maybe it's not supposed to go in a basin. Maybe it's supposed to be on a depot. Right? Yep. That's what it is. Okay, this is easy to fix. This is easy to fix. Okay. So what we're going to do is we just need to extend this one more. So we got to raise these back up. I don't know if this is going to go in the right way. We'll have to do a test. Okay, it does. Awesome. So we could just have the conveyor belts do this. Like that. And then this conveyor belt we got to raise up. Not that one, that one. Like that. So this should work now. All right, so we got it. We got an engine. Which is like a major thing, right? We got an engine. So, all of that just for an engine. So this is part of this. We're going to put all of this stuff back. I know that you guys can't see it, but that was quite an ordeal because I'm going to do a lot of edits. So, but yeah, that was quite an ordeal. All right. Now that we've got that done, so we take our engine and what we're wanting to make is, well, now I'm worried about liquid engines. What if it's not what we want after having to go through all of that bull hockey? I mean, you would assume that it would take it has a boiler. So maybe it's gonna, I don't know. I'll be back. I'm going to research it before we do this. I'll be back in a second. Okay, guys. So the liquid engine uses lava. The electric engine uses forge energy, which I don't think is a good idea because we can't take forge energy really easily with us because, well, we don't have things for that, I don't think. So I think, and then of course the regular one uses, the regular engine uses like coal and wood and things like that that are burnable. So I think the lava one would actually be the best idea because we can take a barrel with us that has lava in it and we could bucket it into the engine. So I think that's probably going to be the best option for us. So we are going to make the liquid engine. So we've already made the boiler and everything. We already have all the parts. So all we have to do is go do it. So I know this is a lot. We've done a lot of a lot of stuff, and this is probably going to be a pretty darn long episode even with editing, but yeah. Sorry. So we got a liquid engine. I'm going to put it in the very center like that. And it requires, oh shoot. What happened to our components? We need 2 components. All right. So 2 components. And then the boiler and the tank. Boiler. And the tank. And I just realized that I made the boiler in the section that got cut. So that's how to make the boiler. It's just a furnace with copper. So. And let's see what else. So we're going to put our wires like this. And then the aluminum plates and go all the way around. All right, so there is our liquid engine. So now we have to build the actual helicopter. So let's go upstairs. To our table. Right. So we have to have the propeller. So this is just going to make the hull of the aircraft. And then we physically put it in once it's in the world. Okay? So this is what we need for the propeller. Which I'm not sure if I linked it. Simple. So this is what we need. So we're going to put our andesite block in the center, like so. And then it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That would be the propeller parts, right? And then this is the wiring. Okay, so here's our, and we're going to need, I'm going to use spruce. Oh, actually, it looks like we're out of spruce. I used all of it. We'll have to go grab some from upstairs. Wow, we haven't cut down trees for a while. It's been quite a long time. And all of that process took a really long time to make, so I don't know where we're sitting at for the horde. So we got 3 days till the horde. That's crazy. It took us a long time. So I'm gonna cut that tree down and cut this tree down. And it destroyed my axe. How rude. to go through all that hoopla. Just give me an iron axe. Okay. Alright, so supposedly if we put this in here, like that, and then we put that in, and we can choose what kind of plane we want to make. I want to make a helicopter, but I'm not seeing the helicopter. Why am I not seeing the helicopter? Oh, it requires planks. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. Get rid of that, that, and that. We have spruce planks running around here somewhere. Well, there's treated wood. Where's my spruce? Okay, get some spruce planks. Put that in there, and it's still not showing me. See, it's not showing these either. I don't know why it's not showing the helicopter. That's the plane, and then the large plane. So the plane and large plane, large plane. It's not showing the helicopter. Okay, guys, I know that the recipe doesn't actually say. So, you have to have 2 propellers, not just one. So 2 propellers and spruce planks. And it will get you, I don't think you actually have to use the spruce planks. I think you can just use like whatever color you want. It just has to be wood, right? So, for instance, you could go with spruce. Actual logs, if you want. See? So, that's our helicopter. And it uses quite a bit, as you can see. I'm going to keep those. Okay, so now we're going to go up top. Oh shoot, you know what? We need lava. Let me go get a, let me get a barrel. I want an empty barrel. And go get our lava out of the tank. I think I already put that up. So this is going to fill it up with lava. And then so this gives us 12 buckets worth, which is actually pretty good. So these are all configured to pull. All right. So I know this was like a really long episode, but we've got our helicopter, and that's huge because it's going to allow us to do all kinds of stuff. Now we're going to do upgrades to the helicopter, which are going to be spiffy cool. So I want to move these trees over. So we're going to put them right here and then like right here. Because I want room for the helicopter. I'm not sure how big it is. So I want to have this space. Put these growing. Okay. So let's see what it looks like. So it's kind of big. It's kind of big. So we want to put the liquid engine on it. So there's our liquid engine. And we can access the inventory by going into the actual vehicle. So press I when you're in the vehicle. Okay, so now we're going to do a experiment. We're going to pick this up, and we're going to get in it, and we're going to see if we could put the barrel in it. Okay, so it will not accept the barrel. So you actually do have to have the barrel in the world, and it looks like you have to do that. So it's going to be a little bit of a pain in the butt. But we're going to fill it up and see how it looks. I can make another engine if I absolutely have to. I don't really want to. It was a lot to do all of that. But this allows you to fly, so I mean, you know. So we're going to want to put armor on our vehicle. So you definitely want to clear the area you land, because you're not going to want to fiddle with the airplane while it's in being around zombies. So definitely don't want that. So we have this, and well, I guess we should probably see if it drives okay, right? So don't press the sneak key, because that's what gets you out of the vehicle. And if you get out of the vehicle, you're going to die. So yeah, don't do that. So space bar goes up and S goes down. And I'm not sure how to start it. So we're going to have to go look. Simple vehicles. Oh, simple aircraft. Simple planes. Eyes open inventory. Pitch down, pitch up. Helicopter up is spacebar. So you can't just go up and down, it looks like. You can only do pitch up and pitch down. Watch this be my first death. Throttle up, throttle down. That's going to be how fast you go. So pitch down is S. Pitch up is W. Helicopter up is spacebar. I didn't see anything that says start. Maybe it just goes, right? Okay, well, it's not doing anything. So how do you start it? I don't see anything that says start vehicle. Maybe it's throttle up and throttle down. So it's the arrow keys. Throttle up. Throttle down. So it actually makes sense. Throttle up. Throttle down. Okay, let's do this. Oh. We throttled up. Okay. Throttle down makes you land. So, throttle down makes you land. Throttle up. Throttle up with space bar. Throttle up. So you will sink. Should probably do this like this. So throttle down makes you sink. Okay, we're moving. We're turning. It's a little gummy, but we are in the air, right? So when you come up to what you're wanting to go to, you throttle down. Can't really see very well. Okay, throttle down. Throttle up. Up, 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 up. And then throttle down to turn it off. I mean, it's going to take a little bit of work, but we have a helicopter now, so that's awesome. I really suggest doing it in third person so that you can see where the heck you're going. But yeah, so before we take this baby out, we're going to put armor plating and stuff on it so that it's more durable, you know? But yeah, we could probably also put some other stuff on it. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Let's see how much it used. I mean, it used a fair piece of lava, dude. That's a lot of lava. I mean, we just made a short jaunt. Look at how much lava it used. I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to do some tests and just see if it's going to be viable, because I don't know. It might not even be worth it. We might have just wasted our time. So we'll see. But anyway, I think that's going to be it for this episode. This is a very long episode, and we did a lot of stuff. We built a lot of automation, and we have a helicopter now. So that's awesome. I'm going to have to edit the video a whole bunch. But anyway, I'm glad you guys came along, and it was super great, and I hope to see you in the next episode. We're going to try to stick some plating on this bad boy and maybe take it out and see if we can score us some HV batteries on top of those the mini waffles, the mini waffle towers. But anyway, I will catch you guys next time. You guys take care, all right? Toodles!